Astrology. This is the astrology birth chart for Jeff Berwick. And if you don't know who Jeff Berwick is, it might be because he was banned from YouTube. And he is now on BitChute. You can find him as the Dollar Vigilante. He's a cryptocurrency guy. He's an anarchist. He runs Anarchapulco, uh, and that's down in Mexico. And it's a pretty cool meeting they do every year for anarchists and just truth seekers or philosophers, whatever. He's just a cool guy all around. And this is his birth chart, and we can see the anarchy. And just so you don't know, anarchy is no masters, no rulers, just somebody who wants to uh, have absolute freedom in society, or as much freedom as possible, and take care of things without any things like government involved. So here we can see the North Node in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of anarchy, or of an anarchist, and with the North Node being there, it's moving. His life purpose is moving towards Aquarius, and we don't have the birth time. This is just his chart without the birth time. So we see the anarchy right there in the beginning here. We see he does have a lot of air, and he's also, we can consider him a YouTuber. So moving along with this theme of being a YouTuber as well, he has Uranus, and it's probably conjunct the moon there. It's also conjunct Mars, and it's in Libra. This Uranus is in the Aquarius decan where it rules. And let's see it. And he's also making a sextile to this Mercury, giving him that very intelligent mind, very advanced mind, very scientific mind. Or it's suggesting that he could have a scientific mind. And with Mercury, and that's a nice little sextile there with Mercury and Sagittarius, because you got that combination of Jupiter and Uranus, which you see in my chart. You see in a lot of people's charts that I'll talk about, that I'll talk as if I like them more as well. Like, this is a guy that I definitely like watching him. If I knew him in person, we would definitely have a lot of fun together. I probably would like to go to Anarchapulco sometime in my life. He also has this Sun in Sagittarius. So more along the lines of this guy being a crypto teacher, or a teacher in general, we see the Sun in Sagittarius, and it's conjunct Neptune, and he does get into spirituality. He's interested in spirituality. He's interested in yoga, philosophy. We also could say he's a salesman. He's a master salesman, and he's interested in money. The Sun in Sagittarius being the sign of the financier, being ruled by Jupiter. So you can look at it both ways. You could say he's a salesman. Some people say if you look, there's a lot of bad information about him, like he's a scam artist and things like that. Mostly what he does now is he sells information on crypto, on how to get ahead in crypto. And we see this Jupiter-Venus, with Venus at retrograde here, and it's conjunct in Scorpio. And I would say cryptocurrency could be associated with Scorpio, and a lot of the things he talks about and he's into, even in his own life, for sure, he's a Scorpio guy. He's into undercover type things, things that would remind you of the mafia. But definitely you could consider cryptocurrency as being Aquarius as well. And we see that Jupiter's in the Pisces decan, and it's conjunct that Neptune, so more of the idea of being a spiritual teacher, or just a teacher or somebody in society who's leading people to the source or leading people to God in their own way. And this is something you see with people. If you study people in general, the people that are the spiritual teachers, etc., they're not just the priests, maybe politicians even, or the yogis or pastors or preachers. It's not just them. There's spiritual teachers all out throughout society that do all kinds of different things that contribute to the spiritual evolution of man. We see he's a Pluto guy, of course, more Scorpio, Pluto being at 29 degrees, that last important critical degree in Virgo there. His Pluto is making a sextile to the Sun, and back to that Neptune Sun conjunction. It's also making a loose trine to this Saturn, and Saturn is retrograde as well. So with this Saturn and Venus retrograde, they're really pointing to that Uranian influence in life. And you could see with the Venus retrograde, Venus being money and Scorpio, this is a guy who's interested in different kinds of money, different ways to see money and how money works. He's also a quick money guy. He wants to get money quick. He's about getting fast money with the cryptocurrency and the things that he talks about. See, with the moon in Libra, and it's a nice combination there with moon in Libra, sun in Sagittarius. I think that adds to the sales piece. He's a guy that gets around and relates to a lot of people. He's very relatable. He enjoys socializing. It's similar to, I'd say, a moon in Gemini, sun Sagittarius. I like that combination as well for being a salesperson or someone who is very social. He also has a south node in Leo, where he's coming from. He's coming from a Leo perspective where he enjoys performing. He enjoys creativity, enjoys being center stage. He's done a lot of, not just a lot of videos, but he's done a lot of TV appearances as well. And I think like more to that Uranian aspect, he's done videos where he's visited that one guy that has the island. I forget his name. He's got that island. They accuse him of being a pedophile. He did a video going to the island to visit it, and it's kind of funny. So he's got like a comedic aspect to himself with that South Node in Leo and the Sun in Sagittarius. He knows how to laugh at himself and keeps things light and fun. He also has that Sun and Neptune, or that Neptune, yeah, Sun and Neptune and Jupiter squaring the nodes, and it's moving away from that South Node. So there's a need to resolve this Leo aspect. So a lot of people might look at him as being, not liking him or whatnot. But for his perspective, there's a strong need for him to resolve this Leo aspect, where maybe with the Aquarius piece, he's done, you could say this, a guy who's studied certain things, and he's, in this life, he's really bringing it to the stage with his videos and really putting it out there and performing what he knows to the public. And Neptune's involved, so, it could be as him as a teacher, just him resolving what he wants to teach in this life, and what he wants to bring to people.